street and doing it strong.
Smacking you in the face with the classics. It's DJ Young and Nut.
All right, let's get into this thing. Good morning, everybody. God bless all you guys. What is it? Today is Monday. It's Monday, August the 9th, 2021, 8 minutes after the hour. Welcome. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's Senny and Barbi. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. What's up, everybody? That chat room is wide open. Or please call in 570-982-6950. iHeartRadio, radio.com, ShawnHarveyMorningShow.com. Also, our affiliates out there, WFLX, Rochester, and also 94.5, The Blaze, Louisville, Kentucky. We're on all podcast platforms, everybody. Also, you can, somebody's calling already. Also, you can Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. All the links come up. Special shout out to Comedy World Net Radio, you guys over there, Comedy World Network, and also Comedy Cloud. We appreciate you guys as well. YouTube, Shawn Harvey Morning Show, and also on Facebook. Go to our business page, Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team business page. Like the page, and you will get notified Monday through Friday when we go when we go live. And also join our group, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team group, one of the hottest groups on Facebook. So we appreciate you guys on a motivational Monday. We also
Hello.
Yes. Good morning. This is it's Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Wake Up Team. God bless you, motivational Monday. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Harvey. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing fine. Long time, and I was just about to talk about this. Long time no hear from everybody. Sister Agnes. I don't know what's going on in the background over there, Sister Agnes, but there's a lot going on. How are you?
Oh, I'm over here with James, my cousin, and he go to dialysis, but his dialysis machine wasn't working, and they canceled his insurance. So right now, I got him over here at Bucky's car outlet.
Right.
And they got him hooked up to a generator, doing it that way. It's only $30.
and what? See, what? Man, that's serious right there. What type of insurance your cousin have, man? I mean, the dialysis is serious, brother. Hello?
He doesn't have any insurance. So since he don't have insurance, I'm kind of cool with Bucky. Me and Bucky's grandmama, we both used to mess with, that's how I met his grandmama. Right. We both used to mess with a guy named Russell. Now, Russell used to hang out with Tennessee John. John was a guy from Tennessee that used to sell the numbers.
Right.
And then we started messing with Russell, and I found out she was messing with him. She found out I was messing with him. And we had a little few words, and we wound up setting Russell up. And then that's how we got cool. And that was back in the early 50s.
Well, you know what? God bless you for taking them to dialysis right now at a gas
Well, he's not actually at dialysis.
Well,
We're over here at Bucky's Auto Mart. That's
right.
A car shop.
Right.
And they just got him hooked up in the back.
Right.
While Bucky is fixing the alternator So they got him hooked up to the generator.
Right. So, and how much does this life-saving procedure cost to get his dialysis at an auto repair shop? How much does that cost?
Oh, it's only $40.
Well, you're doing a tremendous job saving this man's life. Do you recommend anyone else to go over there to get dialysis over there at Buc-ee's?
No, because Bucky don't really have no certifications for that. But hey, if he can change oil, he can change blood. That's what I think.
Sister Agnes, why? I don't know what's all that noise all about, but God bless you. Sister Agnes, why do us black folks, we got the hookup for everything, my friend? I mean, black folks will find a way to find somebody that got the hookup for $7 less. How do we wind up doing that, my friend?
Well, that's been going on forever, even back in the cotton fields. I'm going to tell you something now. I had an aunt, her name was Mary Lou, right? Now, Mary Lou, she used to work over there at the Gilmore plantation. Right. One day, Mary Lou was like, I don't feel like picking no cotton. So Mary Lou, she had a piece of cornbread, and she had one ham hock that she took a bite off.
Right. So
what Mary Lou did was she went over there and she saw it was another lady in the field, right?
Right.
Her name was Jackie May Wilson. Right. She said, Jackie May, if you pick my row, I give you this. Right. And that's the first hookup right there.
Oh, well, then there. See, this is historic information that we finding out, Senny J. And Sister Agnes, we know the last time we talked, you were single, it was COVID, Senny J. Remember, she had those fine young men delivering lunch and dinner to her apartment in Newark, New Jersey. And just to refresh everybody's memory, Sister Agnes, what's the name of that church that you go to in Newark, Sister Agnes?
Well, right now, the church hasn't been open, but they've been doing something called Zoom. And I had to be careful about it, because one day I was on there, and I forgot that they can see me. And I had just got out the shower, and I just started praising the Lord, because I praise the Lord morning, noon, and night. And I'm shouting and jumping, and I felt the pain, and I didn't know what it was. I thought I was going to die. I'm telling you, Shawn. It came all the way up my leg, around my back, to my head, and I had messed around, and I was on Zoom, and Bishop looked, he said, Sister Agnes. I started screaming. He said, Bishop is killing me. He said, lift your leg up. I was standing on my nipple.
Senny, Senny J, you advocate, you don't like elderly folks. I do. You don't like the agent. I do. But there is a point with the elderly folks that I don't think they should be on Zoom because of this reason right here. Sister Agnes doesn't know. Sister Agnes come out the bathroom butt-ass naked to praise her God. The Zoom camera's on, and everybody in church see what's going on with her in that body.
But since then, I'm going to tell you something now. Since then, I ain't going to say no names, but a few of them deacons have been by my house just to check on me.
And you know what, Senny? That's a blessing when a woman becomes a certain age and somebody start checking them on them for other reasons.
That's right.
Well, one of them married too.
One of them married.
They wanted to lay hands on you.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Sister Agnes, in your 5,000 years of living in this on this earth, how many married men have approached you, or how many relationships you've been in with a married man, Sister Agnes?
Well, see there, now I'm going to tell you something. You know, that's a sin right there if you're in a relationship with a married person. Because you know they married. But it don't say nothing in a good book about laying down with somebody else's husband and you two going at it like two country mice in a wool stock.
Now, Sister Agnes, Senny, I don't know what washing machine Sister Agnes in right now.
Right.
Sister Agnes.
Wait, you broke up. Say it again.
I broke up. I said, I don't know what washing machine you in right now, but it's good to hear your voice. Now, back to the church. What's the name of the church that you go to, Sister Agnes?
the Almighty Church of God in Christ Jehovah. Assalamu alaikum, nearer my God to thee, two doves by the side of the road. Let me hear you shout God's name, Memorial Baptist Church.
Now, God bless you. Now, you know, COVID's, you know, we was outside for a few. Now the COVID's coming back.
I done had, I'm not worrying about it. I done had 6 shots already.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you well protected right now.
I just had the shots, you know. You get them just to get them. I've been getting them. I get the bootleg shots.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's a lady over here on Chadwick Avenue in North. She sell a shot for $4.
Now, Sister Agnes, now they out in these streets selling the fraudulent vaccine cards. Are you up for snatching one of those up?
I don't need a card. I get the shot, you know. And this shot, the side effects, I go for the side effects.
All right. Does the side effects turn you on?
Hey, I'm going to tell you, first time I got the shot, I thought I was losing my mind because I got the shot, and then, you know, it take a day or two for the side effect, and I woke up, and my nipples was sitting up. And, you know, my nipples ain't sat up. The last time my nipples sat up, I never forget. Yeah. I was in the movie theater, and I was watching Coffee with Pam Grier. And my nipples ain't sat up since then. That's been the 70s. And I took the shot, and my nipples was out there. Oh. Then I went back and got another shot. Then when I got the other shot, my edges grew back.
Senny.
Then when I went and got the third shot, you ain't gonna believe it, Sean. I'm gonna tell you, I might be a little older than a lot of folks. But when I got that third shot, Sean, do you know my minstrel came on? I said, oh, yeah. Excuse me, Lord. Lord, it excites me, even when I think about it now. I wound up taking Gerald down there. Gerald got a shot. We don't need, I'm not going to say what's going on, but I can tell you one thing.
Yes.
After that shot, we don't need no damn Viagra or Cialis.
Well, let's clap.
I ain't going to say nothing else.
All right, Sister Agnes, God bless you.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good to hear from you, Senny. Say hello to Sister Agnes.
It's always a pleasure. Now, for the young lady that don't like old people, guess what? Yeah. She better be lucky and pray to God that one day she get old. You know what I mean? Just because she lucky don't mean she old.
She thinks she's immortal right now.
I love old people.
No, you don't. And there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's fine, Senny.
Hi, Sister Agnes.
Now, all the things.
All right, Sean. You be good, Sean. Right, I'm selling pies, too.
Okay. Sister Agnes is selling pies at sisteragnesSellingPies.com.
That's right.
No, it can't be online. It ain't the sweet potato pie, Sean. I met this guy at the airport from Colombia. I'll talk to you later about it. You be safe, baby.
God bless you.
Bye, Sister Agnes.
Sister Agnes.
Oh.
God. Sister, Senny, speaking of Sister Agnes and speaking of, I want to chop this up with you real quick before I was going to get into the weather and all that. I didn't even get a chance to do the intro and all that because Sister Agnes. Let's clap for Sister Agnes. Jesus Christ. Senny, on a motivation, on a motivational Monday, Senny. August, the ADHD's kicking in. I suffer from that. This is well documented. I have proof of that. Senny, speaking of Sister Agnes, over the weekend, I just want to chop it up real quick about the weekend, okay? I had some relatives come up here to see me, right?
You had relatives?
Yeah, I do have. Shockingly, I do have relatives.
Like your mom.
And Senny, like my mother. And these folks, they live down in Baltimore, Maryland. Which
Shout
is
out
about
to Baltimore. I was down there a couple weekends ago.
Okay, which is about maybe a 3-hour drive, I think.
2.5, depending.
Well, it depends on how fast. For me, it takes 2 hours, a little bit over 3 hours to drive to Baltimore.
Oh my gosh!
I drive, 65 through 80, with my different spurts, my speed spurts.
Please, it's 65 all the way.
Senny, these folks came up and visit just for the day, right?
Oh, wow.
Just for the day. They drove 3 hours up.
They came to Allentown.
They came here to Bethlehem.
Sorry.
And Senny,
Yeah.
in the last year and a half, right? These folks has driven up to this area for the day to come visit or do whatever they want to do. They don't even live here.
Right.
And Senny, I haven't been down there one time. And to visit. And now it's starting to become very annoying to me, and I'm very annoyed with myself. How people can get into a car and drive 3 hours away. Oh, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Motivational Monday. They could drive 3 hours away, Senny, to come see me and my family, and come see and just hang out. And Senny, now one time have I been in Baltimore just to go down there. Now I've been to Baltimore, Maryland 16,000 times doing stand-up, and I still haven't had an opportunity to go visit my relatives over there. But yet they come up here to visit and stay and chop it up for a little bit and then head right back down to Maryland. And Senny, I'll be honest with you, on a Motivational Monday, there's a confession from your boy Harvey. Mm-hmm. I feel like a piece of crap, Senny J, on a Motivational Monday, because not one time only time I think about visiting my relatives down in Baltimore is when they come up here and I see their faces. And what does that say about me on a Motivational Monday? These people get in the car city at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. They're in this area at 9 o'clock, ready to go to all type of particular restaurants and sit down and eat and chop it up. And they take this highway, 22 to 83 to 81 to 79 to 86 to 78 back to my crib.
Right.
And Senny, they come with gifts and they're smiling and they're happy to be here. And not one time has my punk ass said, not even my family, just get in the damn car and drive to Baltimore for the morning, say hello and come back. What is my natural problem? That I don't have the consideration to get into my car and drive my ass 3 hours away when relatives have come up here in the last year and a half 3 times. Wow. Pat yourself on the back, Harvey.
Because you think you're dope. You're so busy. That's why.
These people have 14 jobs, Senior. So busy has nothing to do with it. It's something within me.
Well, that could be it too. I'm trying to give you an out here.
There's no out. It's time for Harvey to face the funk. Face the funk, Harvey.
Well, what do they come up here and do? They come up here just to see you? Or is this like an annual trip they do?
They'll come
like
up.
Music Fest is going on. Maybe they were coming up for that.
No. They were coming
They
up.
literally come up to see you?
They come up to see, not me, but, the fam and all that. But
so they're making their rounds.
They're making their rounds, but they make it their business to come up and see your boy.
And who is this to you? This is like your cousin?
Yes, cousins.
Cousins, uncle,
yes.
and aunt?
Yes.
How are you going to say yes to all of them?
Yes, it's all the same because it's all kids. It's aunts and cousins and the whole, there's adults. There's like 6 of them.
But
my point is this.
Oh, it's a whole family.
Yes, right. That makes it even worse. The dog, the whole thing is stupid. It's really dumb. It's dumb for me. It's stupid for me.
Well, no.
Because I want to know if there's people out there that have relatives that come visit them and they don't go see the relatives. Cindy, is there any relatives that? Well, you don't have any relatives.
No, listen. On my
I just say it's just a problem, and I need to talk about
of the family. We're really close. It's only small. It was just my mom and like my uncle and my aunt. My uncle, Laura's dad, and them. And he just had 3 kids: Laura, Lisa, and Richie. So my mom's side is super small. We're always together. On my dad's side, I have 6 aunts and an uncle, and so they all have kids, and now their kids have kids. So there's people on my dad's side of the family that's like in Trinidad, that's in Tennessee. I found cousins that I have on Facebook that live in Tennessee, and we're like so much alike. I have to see them. So like, there's a whole bunch of family that I don't see, and then there's some family that I'm close with that I don't get to see. But as long as you get to see each other, I don't think it
but my whole
matters.
thing is, you
I
know
don't
what makes
think
it
they're
worse?
like, Shawn never comes
Nah,
here.
but it's just me. Like, you know what makes it worse? They notify. They say, "Hey guys, we're coming up." Like they'll let you know 2 weeks in advance. Whatever. Yeah, we coming up. Whatever. And are you guys around? Yeah, I'm around. And it has nothing to do with friends.
When they come up, do you ever say, "I'm gonna go down there"?
That's
you don't
the
make no plans.
That's the problem
You're
with
just
me.
like, all right, bye.
That's right.
See you next time.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So why?
And
do
it
you
has
make some
nothing to do.
plans?
It has nothing to do with friends. It could be family or friends. Friends could come up and visit you, or they're in the next town, or they're down the block, or they're an hour away. And my whole thing is, I'm not using my schedule for an excuse, because these people that come and visit me, my family members, they all got, like I said, these are productive members of society. These people are working. And why I can't get, like the way I feel right now in the Motivational Monday City, I feel like getting in that damn car, CJ, and driving to Baltimore right now after the show, just to say, "Hey guys, Senny, has there ever had any friends that always came to visit you, or family, or anybody, but you never visit them? Put the number one in the chat room. Listen."
Yes.
Is there people in your life, everybody? It doesn't have to be relatives, it could be friends, it could be anybody. They break their necks to come see your punk ass or my punk ass, and not one. It's like a 10-to-1 ratio.
No,
and this has to change.
I do. I have a cousin. I don't know if he's listening. Shout out to Jason Simmons. Listen, Jason and Andrea Simmons. First of all, their life goals for me. They met when they were like 18, 19, both went into the military, both came out, have great jobs. They have a daughter. Like, their whole life is perfect. And they're still together, and they're always traveling and always doing something. Wow. Love them. Wow. But every year they they come up here. They live in Virginia, and they always come up here, and then they'll make their rounds. They'll go see my aunt. They'll go see my mom, my grandma. And then, if they're in the area, they're like, and then they'll take like everybody to dinner. Wow. They're like, we're meeting up. We're all going to dinner. Let's go someplace, pay for everything. And then they're like, tomorrow. And then while they're up, they'll be like, oh, there's this going on. You want to meet us up there tomorrow? Like, they'll coordinate a whole thing, and then they leave. And sometimes they do that a couple times a year.
And then
I've never been down there.
And you know what? It makes it worse when these friends or family, they come up to visit and they got money.
Love it. But yeah,
they got money. And listen, I'm a bitch ass neighbor if I got relatives coming up to me to take me to Fun World.
Right. Showing me something I never seen.
In my own hood.
I'm like, what's going on?
I didn't know they had this fair 30 years in a row where I live. I didn't know this African-American soul restaurant was around the corner from where I live.
Right. We're going on like train trips through the mountains. I'm like, what?
So they come in to visit and they got money.
And taking you out multiple days? They're like, don't worry about it. Bring the kids too. Wow.
Only thing you got to do is put Vaseline on your face and go out. And this is what I'm talking about.
Right.
Not only is this Motivational Monday, Senny, I got to tell on myself.
I'm going to make it down there, Jason. They're already planning to come back up before I can even. It's crazy.
Until my people's in Baltimore, I'm coming down there. But see, even me just saying that, like, that was BS what I just said. Hey, guys, I'm coming down there.
Knowing you lying. And then they're like, all right, Shawn, we'll be ready for you.
And then they come back. And they come, the same thing, Senny. These guys come in, they're happy.
Yeah. They want to sit down, chat.
They want to talk.
You don't even know what to talk about.
I want to talk about the BS that I'm going through. They don't want to hear. Like, it's unbelievable. So, folks in the chat room, are you in this situation like me? Or are you or Senny, people who are listening, are you that person that do all the visiting? Are you the person that comes with the big smile on the face? Are you the person taking everybody to IHOP?
Right. I be loving it when they come. I'm like, yes, we gonna eat good.
It's even one because Senny, is there a gray area? Do we visit twice a year, or do I remember like when I was a boy, my family made it. My parents made it their business to go down south at least once a year in the summertime, and we drove the car all the way from New York City to Alabama. 30, yeah, it's great. In the southern part of Alabama, it's a slave country down there. But they made it their business to go down there once a year. But then my aunt that lived down there, God bless her, she's still alive today. My Aunt Mary, she lives in Atlanta now. She would make it her business, Senny J, to come to New York City.
Yeah.
And my mother, they would go. I have family in Indianapolis. My mother and them, we would go out there as well. And then my people's from Indianapolis, my aunt and all of them from Indianapolis, they would come to New York.
Wow.
Do we even do? I mean, pre-COVID, do we even do that anymore?
And then look at you.
But I guess now because we have social media, you can have a family. You can have a Zoom family reunion.
Well, yeah, social media definitely does make it easier when you can't get to family every year, but you can like post pictures. You could talk to them on the phone, or it's just when they come.
Senny, what about those family or friends that's putting in that work and actually coming to visit you without social media?
Well,
Senny, that's a problem.
Well, if it's important to you, then you know what it is? It's planning too. Like, you're supposed to sit down, right, at the beginning of the year or the next, every 3 months. And it's better if you make a plan for what you want to do. A lot of times we don't put that time into actually planning out our schedule or appointments. And then by the next time, and then we're like, oh yeah, we're going to do this. And then next thing you know, 3 months have gone by, 2 months have gone by. And then you're missing your window, or then holidays are coming up. Travel plans are, super hard and expensive. So, and I'm like that too, my birthday's coming up in October. I'm trying to do this 5-day extravaganza. You think I planned anything yet? No. So it's like you have to do that. So make yourself a plan and then it'll happen.
But Senny, do you think that I'm falling in the realm of being selfish? Because
I don't think it's that
because
deep.
they come.
You're giving yourself anxiety.
Senny, 3 times in over a year and a half,
But
these people
who
have come to
cares?
see me, and not one time have I even had a conversation, and I've been lying to these people, saying my relatives that, hey, I'm going down to Baltimore to see you, knowing damn well that's not the intent.
And that,
So am I being, it's got to be a part of me that's being selfish here.
and well, first of all, Shawn, COVID was last year, so cut yourself a break. Nobody was going.
Well, no,
anywhere.
they were coming. No, all right.
All
Let me
right,
tell
so,
you.
but
Before COVID, they were coming up here.
I know,
In the last
but-
year and a half, before COVID.
I know, but
Soon as COVID opened up a little bit, guess what, Senny? Soon as that death number went down a little bit, they kept right in that car and came up. How many times? I haven't even been to Baltimore in the last 2 years.
Well, that's different. I think that obviously they come up here a lot. Majority of the family is up here, which is why they make it a deal to come up here and see everybody. People that live further away, understand that. Listen, my grandma, she lived in St. Croix for 40 years. And every summer, she would take a cruise from St. Croix to Florida and then make the trip up here. My grandma, she's just started living up here the last 10 years. She was doing that in her 60s, in her 70s. How many times you think my mom went down there
Right.
in 40 years? I remember, I can't even count on one hand.
Why you thought your mother eat the bus, son?
But I'm saying, that's her
How
own
many times
mother.
have you been down there?
I haven't at all. I would, call her, hey, grandma, but she would. She
See?
comes up every summer. So we were just expecting her to come up.
See,
Nobody went and seen my grandma.
See. This is say it again. It's a relief. Just say, if you say it one more time, you feel better about yourself. None of you
Nobody.
people went down there to see your grandmother.
And God bless my grandma. She's 95.
and God bless her.
And now she lives up here.
Right, but she put that work in
She
to
did.
see her family.
She did.
But
'Cause
we
they
didn't.
sure enough wasn't going down there. I would have liked to go to St. Croix. We could have go to St. Croix every summer.
And you don't even need a passport to go to St. Croix. That's the BS.
Straight Linda Jacob, call in. You know?
But so, Senny, you can identify with what I'm going through right now.
And I don't sweat it.
And that's St. Croix. Baltimore's right down the road in comparison.
Oh, no. And then she lived in Florida for a time. How many times we went down there? She always... Listen, we just knew she was coming up. So that's all. Don't worry about it.
Now, Senny, there is a difference. That's why sometimes the blessing geographically is when the whole family lives on the block or in a 10-mile radius or a 20-mile radius, Senny. So then you can have those connections to see people physically that you're related to. And let's throw out the social media part. Like if a relative that you're in good standings with and good relationship with that lives 10 miles away, there's a high probability that you will see them every once in a while. But soon as that one relative, Senny, that you have a great connection with and a great relationship with, soon as they break that 30-mile threshold, it's a wrap. It's a Senny, when I moved to the Poconos, I ain't see my family for 2 years.
You're stupid.
Senny, I'm being honest. So I guess location definitely has everything to do with it. But if you move a certain mile, it's a certain mile. It's a mile marker. It's a mile marker. When you whether if you're a friend or relative, you hit that mile marker, it's a wrap. That relationship jumps right to social media because they're not going to go see you.
No, that's true. And the same thing goes with your friends, too.
Yeah, friends. Yeah, we clump the friends and the family. We clump them all in together on this particular situation.
Should have kept them all together. Well, I don't think you should beat yourself up about it.
No, I am. I am a little bit. I am.
So start planning you listen, you have 6 more months to the end of the year. Can you make it to Baltimore before then? But see, now it's getting cold. What you going to go down to Baltimore for in the cold? Isn't that like by Ocean City, like Maryland?
No, they live on the, not on that side of Maryland, on the other, like with D.C. That's making it work. D.C., Baltimore, that part of Maryland. Well, you could just drive straight there, especially from this part, from where we live. Like if you lived in New York, you got to get on 95. You got to get this. You got to drive south. And not here. We could, right in Pennsylvania, that's another city. The Maryland-Pennsylvania border is only 50, 60 miles away from here.
Yeah, so just...
Damn, Harvey! Great job, bro!
Find some
Great job, bro!
Find some place in Baltimore.
Great job, Harvey!
And take Tanya and
Great
Cal.
job! Great job, Harvey!
Shawn, just stop. You're thinking too much into this. They don't even care.
And then they...
You think they care?
I don't think they care. No, they don't.
So why are you so upset about
But do they? Like your friends, do they? Do you think they come up with all that money and planning trips? Maybe they. Maybe it might be a charitable situation. I don't know. You didn't have to spend no money when your peoples came up.
No, I didn't. I didn't take them not near one place.
You didn't even cook for them when they
listen, and when Jason and Andrea come, they like share their location, like how far they are away. They give you the name of their hotel and the address, and they create a group chat with everyone where they put all the information and both their phone numbers, so we're all like up to date.
Yeah, just kick that self-esteem while it's low. And you know when they come
Jason
up and they got
Andrew.
money, they ain't staying at our houses. They ain't staying.
I know we
there.
gotta drive like 20 minutes to the hotel.
Yeah, they
don't even say, they're like, you don't even have to come to the hotel. We're like, go over and meet you.
Right. They staying at the Marriott courtyard.
They don't want us to know where they stay at.
With the 4-foot swimming pool. With the continental breakfast.
I know one time I met them at their hotel. She had like a whole like little tray of like little foods and snacks. I'm like, did you prepare for me to come? What the hell? It's crazy.
So,
don't beat yourself up about it, Shawn. Just make a plan. If it's really bothering you, if you mean what you say,
I mean what I say.
or are you just venting? You just want to talk about it.
I think venting and talking about it leads to the next
leads to the next step. It's gonna
lead
motivate
to the next
you.
step on a motivational Monday to motivate me to take my punk ass to Baltimore, Maryland, which is right down the road from here.
Yeah, and actually, you've been down that way a couple times.
I've been there 1,000
Or
times.
how many times have you been to Philly?
1,000 times. 1,000 times.
Tell them to meet you halfway. Hey, you guys want
Really?
to come to
Really?
Philly?
That makes it even worse, man. That makes it even
No.
worse.
If you're like, I'm in this area, if you guys are close, you want to meet up.
Senny, they do door to door. Senny, they do door to door. They do door to door service. I'm going to neighbor it up and go, yo, meet me down the road? Nah.
When they left, did you even walk them to their car? Or you just stood at the door?
Nah, right. I didn't even, they just
You
walked
didn't even
down.
get off the couch?
We hugged, and they left.
And what did you do as soon as they left? You were like,
I said the BS. Yo, text when you get home.
which means nothing.
Which means absolutely nothing. So put a number 1 in the chat room.
When you get home, Sean.
Yeah, text when you get home.
That's the best you could come up with.
After all the hugs, put a number 1 in the chat room if you're the non-visitor, and put a number 1 in the chat room if you're the visitor. If you're the one that gets in the car, or whatever, and go see friends and relatives that don't see you. Or put a number 2 if you're like Senny and myself. Senny's never went to Senny's never. I don't think she's ever been to St. Croix.
When I was like 6. Don't even remember.
Senny, I'm going to St. Croix in October, matter of fact.
Yeah, we were supposed to go. You're not giving nobody no details.
I think it's sold out already, but I'll double check.
Thinking and knowing is 2 different things, Sean. Things change every day.
No doubt. All right, so Senny, on the motivation.
He just don't want nobody to go.
That's not true. On the motivational Monday.
Can I get a ticket? October 15th. When is it?
October 7th through the 11th. Let me call Kevin.
I have to have. Well, my birthday is the 27th. So a lot going on.
Yeah,
October 7th to 11th. Listen, I can make it happen. Spirit, their flights is cheap as hell right now.
Well, we're gonna get an update with that. Senny, I noticed. Did you do your nails? Because I want to talk about that real quick, Senny. Senny, I did my nails.
You did finally. Oh, I can see the glistening. I did mine too.
Yeah. So
You like those?
and Senny, I did my nails over the weekend.
Let me show everybody. Let
Yeah,
me shout
yeah.
out my girl.
Yeah. Right.
Did you put it on the right camera?
Yeah, you gotta walk. Senny, you gotta walk over there to camera number 3, and don't knock everything down. Yeah, not too close, because it'll start right there.
I can't see.
You don't have
You guys like them?
Now put your other finger up.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, no, but just there, like that, right there. Because if you get any closer, it's gonna start to get blurry. There you go. Senny, they look great.
Shout out to my girl Quana at Hollywood Couture Beauty.
Lift your right hand up. There you go. And move it. Oh, Senny, blocking both of you. I can't see. Senny,
I can't see the
no, you don't. You can't see it. You're not gonna
Does
be.
anybody remember like Lisa Frank? It's giving me very Lisa Frank vibes.
And look, and then Senny, I'll show you mine. Everybody with my
I have
broken.
my face all in there.
Look with my broken finger.
Ew.
I know. It's
Oh my
crazy.
God, they look like spider
Yeah,
legs.
they do. These 2 of these are broke. See,
Nobody
right there.
cares with
And-
your
and
clear
everybody-
nail polish.
Senny, I go over there, right? I go over there Saturday,
Where'd you go?
right down the block where my wife goes.
Oh,
She
Did you guys
recommended-
go
she,
to-
she recommended these.
did you guys go together?
No, we don't. I'm not doing that. Why would I do something like that?
That is so cute.
It's not cute. I'm not
It
going.
is.
Whether it's my wife or girl, whatever. I'm not doing
And while
that.
she's
I'm
getting
not-
a pedicure, like
No,
you can
no,
be sitting
no.
in the
I'm
other
not doing
chair.
that. I'm not doing that.
That is so cute. You
Who
know,
does that? I don't do that.
Every time I've gone to get my pedicure this summer, I've seen a couple sitting together.
Who does that?
A lot of people.
I need to see that.
You know what else I saw a couple do? Do you and Tanya do if you're sitting in a booth at a restaurant? Do you guys sit across from each other or in the same side of the booth?
We usually sit on the same side of the booth.
Wait, Sean. Because
Sometimes.
me and this kid were cracking on this couple that did that. How can you sit and eat with them right next to you like that?
It doesn't bother me. We do it all the time.
You have to sit across from each other.
I know
That's
we
how
do
you have
that
a
too,
better
but
conversation.
no, we just sit right next to each other.
More times than not, you're in the same side of the booth, making it awkward for the waitress as well because you're both sitting there.
Or sometimes what we'll do is we'll sit across from each other and one of us will just start sitting next to each other.
Tara and Trev said that they do that too. They're like, we sit next to each other. I'm like, Trev, with your big ass.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but
You're
I
like
do it.
6 foot something. You sit and your legs
Yeah,
all
Trev
out in
is
the middle.
He's a huge man.
Exactly. How you sitting in the same side? And she was like, cause we like feed each other and I can like rub his back. And I'm like,
Well, you sound like you're hating.
is that a hate? It just seems weird.
Now, Senny,
Are you guys sitting in the same side of the booth? Let me know. It was a highly heated debate because I told them to stop doing that.
Senny, the ladies are they're checking your boy out at the nail salon, Senny. The ladies.
No, they're not.
Senny, you ever seen a man come into a nail salon? Have you ever checked him? Have you ever checked him out? Looked at him? Like, just like, wow, a man is in here.
Yeah, and they usually come in with like hats and they're like super low. Like they don't want anybody to see them.
I come in there with a big smile on my face, Senny J. But Senny, not only are the ladies checking for me, Senny J, even the ladies that do the nails, they feeling your boy right now.
Oh my God. Because they don't see a lot of men, so they're just trying to exaggerate.
And then there's a guy in there that does the petty, whatever you call it, Senny.
Mani petties.
Senny, this guy, he always say what's up to me.
Do you let him do it?
No,
on
I'm
you?
not gonna let no man touch my feet and my.
But you should because they have more upper body strength, so they can get deeper when they give you a massage.
There'll be no way in hell you're gonna see another guy doing what these women do to my toes and my
You'll
fingers.
probably get out faster that way.
I probably will.
Why not, Shawn? I thought you were a comfortable man.
Well, I am comfortable, but Senny,
you just don't want a man holding.
Yeah,
your
I mean,
feet, cutting your cuticles.
Senny, if there was like, say, if I was in a rush and there was there's the only guy there, of course I don't care. But I choose not to. But I don't care. Like I said last week,
it would have to be the
I'm
last
comfortable.
day on earth, right?
No, that's not. I mean, if the guy said, "Listen, I could do you right now," and I gotta go, I wouldn't mind. We talked about that other day, with the motorcycle bikes. I don't care about that.
Right. I mean,
but it does make me feel good, CJ.
I mean, you have a male urologist, so you didn't go female that route. Is there a female urologist?
Yeah, I had. Yeah, one when Dr. Singer wasn't available one day. His co-worker, female, she was available that day.
In. How was that?
She stepped in. I thought it was a tremendous experience.
But you can't let a guy give you a mani-pedi. Do you see how that sounds?
But
think about it. You have a male urologist.
This is a medical. This is
can't get
but this is a medical.
A male to do your mani-pedi. Like,
I
come
rather,
on, bro.
I rather
the things
male,
that you say happen in that urologist's office.
I rather have a man. I rather have a man urologist stick a rod in my rectum area than a Asian dude touching my feet. Yes.
Okay. I see how that makes sense to you. I can follow the bouncing ball. I get it.
And Senny, when we're gonna get into, we want to shout out the room.
Prentice said, put a pause on a guy saying, "I can do you right now."
Pause. He's right. He's pause. Yeah, right. Exactly. Thank you, Prentice. Thanks for throwing that pause intervention in there. No question. Senny, so
did you see homegirl looking in here?
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
Yeah,
it's a show going on.
That's right. She looked. She was staring. Senny.
She was all up in here.
Senny, and the young lady when Dr. Singer was out that day. Mm-hmm. For some reason, I got confused with the appointment. I thought it was like a consultation, like they just talk to you. So we were talking, me and the young lady.
Right. And she was like, pull down your pants.
Yeah, but she said, the way she said it, right. But I thought we was just talking. I thought there was no.
Oh, you thought,
I thought
you were waiting for Dr. Singer.
No, I didn't. She said Dr. Singer wouldn't be here today.
Oh, okay.
So I knew that, but I thought she was just going to talk.
Notes?
Like we would like talk and then come back on the next day or whatever.
Nah.
But we had the conversation, which led me to believe that it was just talking and we were out.
Right.
And she said abruptly, right in the middle of everything, okay, you can take your pants down.
You were like, what?
I was like, and bend over. I was like, wow. and she greased up those gloves. So you know how many greasy gloves I have seen with fingers in the last 5 years?
Shout out to her. She was ready.
And Senny,
She was like, enough with all this talking.
Yeah, right. I was like, I do a morning show, right?
Pull down your pants, please.
And then Senny, I hit her with the, the eyebrows went up. I did this, like, pull my pants down. Like, it went.
Oh, you're the, okay.
Right. I went, the eyebrows went like this. Yeah. Pull my pants. Oh, okay. Pull my pants down.
But you've never seen me before? Like, are you sure? Like, maybe I'll wait.
I'd never seen this woman before in my life.
There you go. Shout out to her.
Yeah, like I said, she greased those gloves up, put them 2 fingers up there, and convinced to go into work.
She's in the right line of work.
You're damn right.
Like a male gynecologist. I've only been to one, and it was super weird.
Yeah, I'm about to ask you that.
Mind.
I was about to ask you that. On the reverse side, have you ever did the male gynecologist? Have you ever done that?
I did.
How did that feel?
It was weird.
Ladies in the chat room, have you ever had
it.
the male...
The male gyno?
The male gyno? Have you ever gyno? I like that.
Is that weird for you to say, Shawn?
Male gyno. I feel like it's like a sexual harassment charge. Like, you're not going to call. Okay. Imagine going over, I need a male. I'm a male gyno.
But you know what? You know why it's weird? Because I'm in my own head. Because I'm like, why are you doing this, bro? Like, I think you have a creep level factor, so.
Yeah, Princess. I just saw Princess. Yeah, she did the 2 fingers, Senny.
Yeah.
They put that lubricant on those fingers.
Yeah.
So, Senny, how did that? Before we shout out to him, walk us through that experience, because it didn't feel weird for me for a woman. I thought like, okay, when she asked me to put my pants down and do it, I didn't feel weird about it at all.
Well,
I don't feel weird about Dr. Singer for some weird reason.
Because you've been
He's
taking
my
your pants
buddy.
off for the women for years.
I've been taking my pants. I've been giving my ass to men for years.
Put a whole pause on that. Listen.
Pause. Technically.
Usually,
Senny, how does that feel?
Usually when you call them, if it's a practice, they'll say, do you prefer a female? Oh, And at the time, this one that I was going to, it was the earliest. They were like, we can prescribe you with, so-and-so, but you can get a quicker appointment if you go with what's his face. Right. So I was like, all right, give me what's his face. And he was just like an older gentleman, and
white guy, black guy, Latino.
He was a white guy. And
was his name like Saperstein?
No, I don't remember what his name was. I only seen him one time. He was, it was just an annual, like, you don't have to go all the time. So it's not like, such a dramatic thing. So I was just like, let's just get this over with. But, he was nice. He was professional. But I think just in my head, I'm like, really, bro? Like, this is your line of work?
Senny, what's that conversation like? Like the lady said to me, we was talking, and she said, all right, you need to pull your pants down.
Right.
How is that? Take us into that world, because I've never been there.
Well,
how does that conversation lead to the exam before the examination?
Well, it's a little different.
Hold on, let me get some music.
First of all, no, it's a little different. That's why, because when the doctor comes in, you're already dressed and on the table usually.
What do you mean?
Like when the doctor comes in to see you, like, when you go to the gyno, you already have your pants off, and then they put this like paper over you, like the little paper napkins or whatever.
Over where?
Over your legs, over your bottom part. Like you have no pants on already.
See, I didn't. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. Okay, I didn't get it.
So like the little nurse will come in, they do your vitals, and then they'll be like, okay, you can get undressed, and she'll be in. Or he'll be in a second. Right,
so you're undressed and you got some paper around your area.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so now Saperstein comes busting through the door.
Look at Vanetta. She says, I generally seek out the men gynos. Really, Vanetta? I bet you do.
She said that.
She said she feels the women are usually more rough. I never get that, but.
Oh, so then that's girl. Something we need to put,
some people might prefer men. I don't, because I think they're creeps.
Ladies, do you prefer men? You think they're creeps? Why can't they just be a professional doing their job? Ladies, do you prefer a man or a woman gyno? Well, which one is it? Put a number one if you prefer a male. That would be Vanetta, right? Put a number one, you prefer a male, right? And put a number two if you want a woman.
And also, I'm afraid, like, what if they're cute? I don't want to have an awkward moment.
You're
doing a lot down there.
So City, now what's going? Now City, tell me what's going on. That's City.
I'm too single for a male guy though. Let's just keep it as regular as possible.
All right. So City, in more of a medical term, in speaking in that vernacular, what happens? Like, they have a conversation with you when they walk in. You got the white sheet.
Yeah,
and then what happens next? Because Cindy, honestly, I really don't know what happens with these. I mean, I could literally go on YouTube and watch it.
If it's not your regular gyno, like usually, because women only go like once or a couple times a year. So if it's not somebody that you regularly see, they'll probably want to know like the rest of your history, like if anything crazy has been going on with you. But my lady, I've been seeing her. Shout out to Andrea McLaren out there in the Poconos. Right. Love her. Right. I've been seeing her for like ever. So when I go, it's more of like an enjoyable experience. Like sometimes we'll spend like 30 minutes just talking,
catching up,
and everything like that. And which she says she doesn't mind because she says it's important for like women's mental health. Sometimes to have somebody to talk to, and all of that. It's a whole mind body thing. So love her. You guys should go see her. But they'll just ask you like your medical history, like if everything's okay, if you've been experienced anything like really like with your menstruals and stuff like that, and then they're like okay, and you have to do it. You have to like. Your legs are open. You're fully exposed. They're sticking things in there.
Oh my God!
And then they try to be done. If you have a good gyno, they usually talk you through it.
Are they scraping anything out of that vagina over there for testing?
Yes, they gotta swab.
What they do?
You have to get a pap smear. So that's where they swab your cervix to test for any abnormalities or anything like that. You usually get it back, the results, in like a couple of days. Cervical cancer, stuff like that, just to make sure you're all good down there.
Wow.
And then that's it. So it can be pretty fast.
All right.
If you have a good one, they'll like talk you through it.
And
so you're not like in your head.
And if they,
because it's very invasive. Every time I go, I'm like, ugh.
Well,
but it's cool or whatever.
But it's the same. It's the same for men, though, Cindy.
I mean, I guess. I just feel like men are. But a lot of men they don't go. They don't take care of. That part of their body.
But why do
like
you?
Their prostate and all that. That's why we have to have Men's Health Month and awareness. Cause y'all don't know.
I do. I take care of them.
But it's you do. But there's a lot of men that don't. I guess because they don't want to go through that. They're like, I don't. Want two fingers.
They're not pulling their penis out for another man to check the penis.
That's right.
And putting in another man and a man putting two fingers in the rectum.
That's probably why a lot of men go to a lot of men, because if there's something wrong with them, they don't want a woman to know. She might be friends with somebody I know. Oh God. So shout out to you guys. Let this motivate you to get yourself checked. If you haven't already, it's 6 months to the end of the year. Make that appointment.
All right, when we
I
come
know
back,
there's a lot of men that need two fingers.
All right, we'll be back. We're going to just shout out. We're going to shout them when we come back. One quick break.
Bringing heat to the street and doing it strong. Smacking you in the face with the classics. It's DJ Young and Nut.
We're back. It is Motivational Monday, August the 9th, 2021. 1 minute after the hour. Welcome back, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Featuring Senny J, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. That's Senny J, Barbi Cologne, where you get your morning started, right? Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Chat room's open. Please call in 570-982-6950. iHeartRadio, radio.com, ShawnHarveyMorningShow.com, Comedy World Net Radio, Comedy Cloud as well. Special shout out to our affiliates, WFLX Rochester and 94.5 The Blaze, Louisville, Kentucky. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the movement. And you can we're on all major podcast platforms, and also you can Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up Team, and all the links come up. Facebook, go to our business page, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Like the page, you get notified Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. when we go live. YouTube, please subscribe to Shawn Harvey Morning Show on YouTube. Senny J, good morning. Good to see you. God bless you, Senny. And how are you, Senny?
I'm doing great, Shawn, and I have the weather for you if you'd like to know what it's like if you haven't stepped outside yet. Currently in downtown Bethlehem, it is currently 72 degrees, going up to a high of 88. We might have some afternoon thunder showers, so have your umbrella with you. In New York City, it is currently 72 degrees, and it is cloudy, going up to a high of 81 today. In Hotlanta, it is currently 73 degrees, going up to a high of 90, and it will be sunny all day today. In Orlando, Florida, it is currently 79 degrees, going up to a high of 90 degrees, and they will also have some thunder showers later on in the afternoon. So if you're going to be out all day, I would carry my umbrella. And in Los Angeles, California, it is currently 64 degrees, going up to a high of 81, and it'll be clear and sunny all day. So that is the weather that I have for you. Please let us know what the weather is like where you are. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J, along with our beautiful co-host Barbi Cologne, where you get your morning started right.
Get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. God bless you guys. And before we shout out the room, Senny J, just want to get back to the week, and went down to Music Fest yesterday for a few hours, 2 hours. Me and the fam went down there, and there was a lot of people down there. Senny J, was a nice evening, and I would suggest, like I said, everyone, come on and hang out and go down to Music Fest here in the Bethlehem area.
Was there anything that you saw that was like cool that you liked?
Saw a lot of dogs, a lot of baby carriages, a lot of that.
I know. I saw Cal out there dancing.
A lot of
Dancing
a lot of people dancing. A lot of thing I love about Music Fest, Senny, is not like they have these big acts come down there, either local, regional acts or national acts. But what I do love about it is they always, like, every other corner of the place, there's either a female or a male, like just a guy playing a guitar, Senny J. Like just playing his own little music, just minding his own business, and people are standing around the guy. Like the guy's making up the song on the fly.
Right.
Like he might be a folk singer, he might be an old school singer, whatever. No microphone, no nothing, Senny J. He's just playing a guitar, and people are all over this guy like he's a rock star.
Right.
That's the thing that I love about it.
I love live music.
It's nothing like live music. Tonight I'm going back.
You're there like every day.
I'm going back tonight.
I might go tomorrow.
There's this band I want to see. They call it Amish Outlaws. They play disco music or 80s music.
So that's who you're going to see, the Amish Outlaws?
Yeah, at 9 o'clock.
How much is it for the ticket?
It's free. Just go watch it.
Some of them you have to pay for,
Yeah, the
though.
big acts you have to pay for. Yes, the big acts. Not these guys.
So you're going to... I work a double today.
Yeah, I'm going to go down there at 9 o'clock, and I'm going to watch the Amish Outlaws.
Well, when's the next day are you going?
That's it. It ends next Saturday, next Sunday. Maybe, I don't know, because I work tomorrow night. Matter of fact, I'll be in Brooklyn tomorrow night, y'all. Albee Square Mall, Ray DeJean, Talent's big birthday anniversary. I'll be in Brooklyn tomorrow night. Jersey, we got 2 shows out there in Jersey. Wednesday, we on Market Street, right downtown, and then I'm right around the corner on Bradford Place, downtown Newark. And then Thursday we someplace else. So like I said, that might be the last time until Sunday. Sunday's the last day. So I'm going tonight, and then I don't know if I could make it the rest of the week.
Well, Sunday, me and my friends are gonna go for brunch over at Zest.
Well,
and
we
then
might
we're gonna go down there to Music Fest on Sunday. They're having fireworks on Sunday
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock.
Well, I might see you down there.
I'm gonna be there all. I'm gonna try and be there all day.
Yeah, Music Fest is awesome. So if you're in the area, come on down to Music Fest. I'll be down there tonight, 9 o'clock if you're looking for your boy. And we're in Brooklyn, Albee Square Mall tomorrow night. Ray DeJean. That show starts at 8 o'clock. Come see your boy. And 2 shows in Newark on Wednesday. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I don't even know how I'm gonna do that. But we'll see how that works. Okay. See. And also, I'll be in New Orleans show Saturday night too, and see Corcus, New Jersey on Saturday night. See, a lot going on.
Ridiculous.
I know.
Just write it down.
I got it down.
Okay. It's all up here.
And then I got it written in my phone. No, it's just too much. Thank God. A special shout out to Stacey Jackson with her all white affair.
Whoa, Stacy.
Stacey knocked it out the park again. Just great times.
I didn't even get to post my pictures. I have some.
Great time, Stacey. Thank you so much for having us there, and I had such a wonderful time, and it was good to see Senny. It was good to see you for a few minutes, and it was good to see all the folks that was there. LaShawn Brown Oliver was there, Barbi and her friends were there, and a few other folks.
Yeah.
The chat room member of the week was there. Daryl Lyons, right?
Yes,
there,
Daryl was
and,
there. We took a picture. He didn't like none of them. Daryl, I'm posting it, so
Yeah, that's right.
Get ready.
You were on the pictures.
yeah, you're all in
And
them.
and special shout before we shout out the room. Special shout out to DJ, and then we get to the news. Sitting, we doing some hours. We out here at 9 o'clock. Special shout out to DJ Antoine Quad and his whole peoples that came out from the Jersey area. I'm assuming Newark and that whole area. Thank you so much for coming out. So it was great times. So special shout out to Stacey Jackson and her husband and everybody else that showed out. And also
Amazing event. Music was bumping. Okay.
no, the music was.
That's why my voice.
Oh,
is weird.
Marita too. Special shout out to her
Oh
real quick.
yes, Marita.
Marita, special shout out to you with
and
your
the city photo booth.
yeah. Let's clap for her.
Business.
Yeah.
We saw Marita. You guys
Yeah.
need to book her for your
Yes,
event.
Marita.
It was the highlight of the night.
Yeah, Marita,
Everybody loved that booth.
that was a great look for you, and I want you to call in and talk about it. And I said to her Saturday night, I go, Marita, I need you to call in and talk about your booth. I think that this would be very interesting, and people would definitely support you. She was like, I don't know what time I could call in. I gotta work. I said, see, there you go with these jobs.
See? These jobs keeping you from your blessing, girl.
Well, I'm like, what are you talking about? Anyway,
Right. Take a long break early, girl.
so Marita Simmons, thank you so much for all you do, and we appreciate you. Now back to the booming. Yeah, there was a lot of booming, a lot
Shout
of
out
days.
to DJ Antoine Quad. He didn't come out till bad late.
Yeah.
I was like, now he's on.
Yeah, he came on. I introduced him for 2 seconds and walked away.
I know. I was like, I could not believe Shawn was on the mic. I was just sitting there talking to Tanya, and next thing I know, I hear his voice. I'm like, ain't nobody asked Shawn to get on the mic.
Today go hating again.
You just gravitate toward the mic.
And then that hate. You need your gillet dropped.
We're
a
at
little
a party, and here he goes.
I was just supposed to introduce him. That's all.
Were you?
Yeah.
Did you think of that
I
yourself?
would never go up to anybody's equipment and just grab a microphone. I'm not going to do that.
He does it all.
No, I don't. And Antoine Quad, one of the best DJs ever. Just unbelievable the way he could put people on the dance floor. But Senny, I tell you one thing, boy, that music was loud. Senny, I couldn't hear. I literally, I couldn't hear for like I don't know who was there. I couldn't hear, Senny. I was scared to go to sleep at night because I couldn't hear. When I got home, I had the TV on 79. I couldn't even hear. The volume was up to 79. I couldn't hear anything. And then the next when I woke up yesterday morning, I was so grateful. I was able to hear.
Right.
So special shout out to that system they had over there because that thing was bumping. And Senny, I couldn't even hear. I couldn't hear like I couldn't hear you talk. And we were joking about it.
Yeah.
I just was like I couldn't like Senny was saying things to me, and I was like, what do you say? It was unbelievable. Listen, great show, great party. My ears have a high tolerance to sound.
And shout out to Barbi Well, I got a little inebriated, and I was saying bye to Barbie, and
Okay.
I picked her up, but then we fell. So
You
sorry
picked
about
who
that.
up?
Barbie.
What do you mean you picked her up? She fell?
I picked her up to say bye, to give her like a bear hug.
Okay, let me get into that. Since you
And
see, I wasn't
then-
even gonna bring this. All right. So everybody, Senny was white girl wasted. Okay.
We were taking shots.
But we were all watching her like we usually do.
I think LaShawn has a
and-
picture.
And it's just like
So I'm sorry, Barbie,
it's
if you're aching this morning. I broke her fall, I feel. Because she fell on
what
top of
Senny
me.
did, right? Because it. You just, I'm not even mad at you.
I just love her so much.
I'm not even mad at you because I behave the same way. This is Senny. Senny drunk as hell. Yo, I need a ride home. All right.
Shawn was supposed to take me there.
Excuse me.
Took forever.
Yeah,
so
because I had so many other
I
things
was
I
like,
had to
maybe
do.
we can just leave together.
Right. So I said, fine. Like, I'll take you home. It's no big deal. I want to make sure you're safe and make sure you're okay. And Senny ramped up on that brown liquor.
Hennessy Black for the night.
Yeah, Hennessy
it was a
Black.
Special occasion.
So it kicked in at
It was all
about.
they had left at the liquor store.
Yeah, right. It shows how many.
I was like $60.
Yeah. They don't. It's two things is hard to find in these streets: a pair of white Uptowns and a bottle of Hennessy. What does that say about us?
They know where their bread is buttered.
We could talk all the political opinions we have. We could have really smart viewpoints, but why in the black community you can't find a pair of white Uptowns or a bottle of Hennessy?
You know what I'm saying?
So when Hennessy kicked in at that point, it was actually time to leave because we left a little bit before midnight. I think we left at about 11:30. It was early.
Yeah.
But the party was only till midnight. And then, of course, the liquor kicked in with Senny. And I come outside and Senny's yelling and joyous and the way she usually is, controlling the whole thing. And I said, Senny, let's go. I'm done. I'm tired because I did the whole the Baltimore family thing. I went to Jacob Holmes' event. I did some other running around. So it was a busy day for me.
So Shawn was just ready to go when he sees me.
Yeah, and
he
then,
tired himself out all day.
So then I said, Senny, let's go. Here comes Senny.
Tanya was ready to go too. She was like, "Come on, girl."
Yes, yeah. She was like, what's
I
going
was
on?
like, "You guys."
So I go, Senny, let's
I'm
go.
like parking lot pimping. I'm talking to everybody. I'm like, "See you in a second."
Senny is
Get upset.
Senny is just out of control, and I go, Senny, in a stern kind of voice, it's like, Senny, I'm getting ready to leave. Senny was like, let me go back inside and get my coat, and I think I left my purse inside. Hold on, wait, Bobby Jean. I was like, Bobby Jean. And she's talking to Barbie, holding up the parking lot. People are blowing their horns because Senny was grabbing on Barbie.
I just
And then I'm like, Senny, let's go. She's like, I'm good. Oh, you're good now. You don't want me to take you home now? Tanya, girl. I'm gonna be a good girl. I'm gonna be all right. When that Hennessy Black kick, it's like,
I had a great time. I ended up going to another club. We went to Easton. Were we in Easton? We were in Easton.
You were in Easton. You was on the other side of Easton in the back.
Yeah, I went to another club, turned it up. So that's how you do it.
Right. So
thanks, Stacy, for a great night.
the rest of us adults,
Barbie, I'm sorry about your elbow or your hip. Whatever.
See, because you can't grab folks. You can't grab folks with that liquor.
Bear hug.
And then
I think it was like the grip. I don't know. I think like
you busted in the jaw. And then Barbie texted me yesterday, I can't make it today, and jaw swollen or whatever's going on with her. And You gotta stop.
sorry.
Senny, you gotta stop this. This is not again.
Shout out to LaShawn Oliver. She took 2 shots of the Henny.
Tanya did too. She's like,
Oh yeah, Tanya too.
She goes, I don't really be drinking the black dark liquor. I said, just drink the liquor, bro. This is welcome to this.
Tanya was like, I was like, come on, Tanya. And she was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, come on, girl. She was like, all right, I guess a little bit.
It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, so shout out to her.
And then you just went, and then Senny, in the party, she comes over to me, she goes, listen, don't leave me. I'll be right back. And I'm like, well, where are you going? And she had this mischief kind of look on her face, and then she ran out. And she was gone. And we sat there for another 40 minutes dancing with her. I don't know where she was. I was with her. Then that's when I came outside and I was like, Senny, let's go. She's like, ah.
I had to go for a smoke break.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Well, Senny.
Well, you didn't leave me, Shawn.
I would never leave you. I would never leave you. You said everything was cool.
Kept Shawn in the parking lot 10 more minutes than you wanted to.
Exactly.
Sorry.
And that's the part that's annoying. That's the part that's annoying.
That part right there?
That part right there. Because I used to do that to other people. I used to be the drunk guy and the guy, yo, wait a minute. I'm the one who need to get from point A to point B. And I'm like, yo, whoa, wait. Let me holler at. I got 3 people to holler at before I get in the car. And then I called Senny the next day, late. And my whole thing is, when I called her, I was just praying that she picks up the phone. That was all I wanted. I just either a response, a text, or anything. And she responded back, and I was like, good. She's okay.
He was like, all right, see you on Monday.
That's it. That's all I said. That was it. Because I just don't want to get that Linda Jacob call. I just want to get that Linda. Linda be like, Shawn, I was just, how are you, Shawn? I'm good. Linda, what's going on? Have you seen Seneca? No. Well, if you do,
if you hear from her,
just notify me, if you don't mind. So as long as I didn't get that, I was good.
Yeah, shout out to my mom.
Marita Simmons, thank you so much for everything you did over there at the place. Again, I see that she's in the chat room. Great job.
Yeah, Marita, call in.
And then I was like, yeah, I think maybe we should kind of bring this thing over to the IMU when we do comedy shows. She's like, it's too big. And I was like, okay. But please support this young lady in her business venture. We appreciate everything that you do. And thank you for supporting this show. We appreciate it. All right, Senny. Chat room. We want to show the chat room some love. We're going to get into the news and summer hours until September. And we do appreciate you guys so much for listening. Senny, there's some folks in the chat room this morning.
Yeah, there's a couple of folks in there.
Let's show these folks some love. Whoa.
Where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? In the chat room. Where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at?
In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? In chat room, hey, where the heart's at? In chat room, hey, where the heart's at? Senny, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Or where the heart's, come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Or where the heart's, come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Or where the heart's, come on.
Turn down for what?
For what? For what? For what? For what? For what? Hey, for what? Hey. One more time, Senny. Let's show them some love on a Motivational Monday. Oh, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey,
where the heart's at? In the chat room. Where the heart's at? In the chat room.
Hey, where the heart's at? In the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at? Senny, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Or where the heart's, come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Or where the heart's, come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at? Where the heart's at? Or where the heart's, come on.
Turn down for what?
For what? For what? For what? For what?
For what? Hey. y'all make sure you'll get your names in here because I don't be paying attention. Shout out to WM Dixon. What up, cuz? What's going on with you?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing? Shout out to Randy Montgomery. Hey, Randy. Good morning. How are you? Shout out to Lynette Serrano. Hey, Lynette, look. We got your tea. I'm still working on that
You gotta
Keurig.
put it up a little bit. The camera's too low.
She's seen it.
No, wait.
She's seen it.
Wait.
Shawn, yes, you can see it. Yeah, look. You didn't see it on the delay. Shout out to Dira Jackson. Hey, Dira. How are you?
Put it down a little low.
Look, it's the same.
It's the same?
She can see. Okay. Did you see that, Lynette? Put a 1 in the chat room if you saw me pointing.
Shout out to John Cochran over there, Fam Radio.
Yeah, and shout out to Jacob Holmes. It was his birthday this weekend.
Talk about that. Is he in the chat room?
No. Was it great? Call him. Tell
amazing.
him to call in. I wish I could have went. I had to work. I would have went there before. I would have went over there, Jacob. So sorry. Next year. Shout out to Dara Jackson. Hey, Dara. And Dara was asking me about my eyebrows. I don't know if you've seen my comment. No, Dara. I went for my 6-week checkup. My 6-week touch-up for my eyebrows. Because when you first get them done, it's a little light. It flakes off. My esthetician, she said she went a little light because she wanted to see like how my skin took and all that other stuff. So now that she saw it healed, she was like, okay, now when we go in this second time, we can make any corrections, make it as dark as we need, whatever. So it's dark right now a little bit, so you can see them really pronounced. And then the same thing is going to happen. It's going to flake off. So I'm going to have some flaking in a little bit. It's going to look real crazy. And you guys, like, I'm a bartender, so it's like when I'm going through this stage, I know people are like, is she really serious right now with these eyebrows? Mm-hmm. So, but after they flake off again for this second time, I should be good for like a year. She even said like 2 years. Like this lady stands behind her work. So I'm really happy with it, and I'll keep you updated. Shout out to Vanetta George. Hey, Vanetta. What's going on? We have to talk. I'm going to call you later. Or maybe not. I'm working, but you know.
All right.
Shout out to Nicholas Chance, new listener.
Let's cut.
Hey, Nicholas. We have a lot of spurts of like new listeners. Where are you from? And how'd you see and hear about the show? I went to go get a COVID test.
What day was this?
I just got the results back. I had went on like a Saturday, but I went to like Rite Aid. It was like off chance. I was like, let me just go and get one.
What was your result? What is it?
It was negative.
Can I see it, please?
But I think.
Can I see it, please?
You want to see it?
I want to see it.
I'll show
I want to see
you.
it. I really want to see it.
You don't think I got it?
I listen. I want to see it.
It's in my email. I'll show it to you.
I want to see it. Now, why?
Oh yeah, because I have to show my boss.
Let me see it. I'm gonna take one too. Let me see one.
Yeah, because I figured because this.
What?
My voice and everything, but I know from this past weekend, like I was doing a lot.
I
But
told
also
you
getting,
it was
like a little bit of a cough, and I'm like,
let me see it.
I might just be sick. I think I might be getting a cold.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but then that makes it even worse because if I'm getting a cold, that means my
view
immune
results.
system.
Hold on. Oh, negative. See everybody.
Oh my gosh.
See. Everyone, look. She's negative. You see that?
Wow.
It's right there.
Wow.
God bless you, Senny.
Oh my goodness. And I have my mask. I wear it out. I got a light up mask, which is pretty dope. See if you guys, and see when you wear that, there's no pressure to take it off because people think it looks cool.
You look crazy with that thing on the other night.
Did it look crazy? It's on you. You should get one too, Shawn, for when you do your shows.
You look like. Only thing that came to mind was.
It's cool.
Senny look crazy.
Shout out to.
I just think
when I was walking up to everybody, nobody knew who I was. Because I think they were just
Because you had
distracted
the
by
flashing lights on your face.
You didn't even know who I was. I was looking at your feet. Did you really not know who
I didn't know
was?
who you was. I just didn't know who you was. I was just like,
You
who is this
literally
person
looked
with
at me
these
for like
lights
2
on their
minutes.
face? I didn't know who you were. I didn't know. I couldn't recognize you. Looking crazy. I mean, if the power go out, yes, we follow you out the door, but it was just crazy. What are
I
you
thought
doing?
it would be a nice touch.
No.
I had to charge it before we
You
left.
had to charge your mask.
I had to charge my mask. I was in the shower, right? And I told my sister, I said, can you plug in my mask? She was like, what? I was like, there's the little USB. Just plug in the mask.
And I suggest, Senny, thank you so much for showing me your results. I think everyone out there, if you got time today, you better go on out there and take a COVID test. Go on, Senny. Who else?
You can go to Rite Aid. You have to do it yourself, though. But
That's what I do all the time. I go to CVS. You do it yourself.
They're not legit.
CVS?
I was trying to go to St. Luke's. Shout out to Nicholas. Oh, yes. I already shouted you. Natalie Wright. Hey, Natalie. How are you, girl? Good to see you. I can't wait to meet you. I don't think I've met you yet.
She's good people.
Shout out. You've met Natalie?
Yeah. Yeah, at the comedy shows in the Poconos.
Shout out to Rel. Holla. Hey, Rel. How are you?
Mr. Makes Sense.
Yeah, Rel. Like, what's going on? Shout out to Marcus, Mr. One Emoji Johnson. Hey, Marcus. Hit me with an emoji. Are you at work? What's going on over there? Shout out to Derek Evans. Hey, Derek. What's going on? Shout out to Nicole Harris. Hey, Nicole. How are you? Shout out to LaShawn Oliver. Hey, LaShawn. Out there hanging out, drinking Hennessy, wilding out.
LaShawn Brown Oliver and all the others.
So much fun with
That's
her.
around, this whole Senny J realm. I say stay away. Don't. You guys are grown-ass women. Love Senny J from a distance. Don't get caught up in that madness of the dark liquor. Y'all some grown-ass women over there. You know damn well y'all don't be doing the dark. You do the dark because you see Senny around acting crazy. Okay? Let Senny be Senny. Don't join up in that madness.
Yeah, LaShawn. I know you had a great night, right, LaShawn?
Don't join up in that madness. You get caught up in it. Next thing you know, you're at some sleazy little bar somewhere in Allentown with dark liquor, and you can't find your way home. All right. Knock it off, LaShawn and all the others. Continue.
You mean your wife?
And yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah. And Tanya, knock it off. Knock it off with this whole Senny situation.
Yeah, you had a good night, I'm sure. You're welcome.
I went to sleep. I couldn't hear nothing. I couldn't hear.
He was like, she was probably trying to get it started, but I couldn't hear her.
I couldn't hear or see the vagina.
Shout out to
She's like, you want all this? I was like, huh? Because I was too worried about, I was putting castor oil in my earlobes. I wasn't trying to get no vagina. I was afraid. I was getting ready to go to hospital. You know me. I go to the doctor. I was like, I can't hear nothing. She's like, you had a good time. I don't know. Who are you? Like, I can't hear. LaShawn, did you hear anything after the thing was over?
I'm done with you. Shout out to Nelson Adrian. Hey, Nelson Adrian. You're not a new listener, but you haven't been here in a while. Shout out to you. Shout out to Diane Hall. I said,
Diane Hall.
Diane, you would have loved last night. I think that was right up you and Mark's alley. You had a great time.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they would have. Yeah, and
Next
Diane
time.
loves to dance.
Yes,
I'll tell
Diane, you would have been dancing all night.
Diane is the dancing machine.
Shout out to Naroma Johnson. Hey, Naroma.
God bless her.
What's going on, girl? Shout out to Prentice Cox. Good morning, Mr. Robinson. Hey, how are you?
Nice, Senny. Remember, everybody, if you're a new listener, first chat room member of the week, the original Stanley Earl, BK's finest. Princess Cox, no pause.
Oh, my God.
He's the first one.
Is he?
And it's well documented facts, Mr. Jackie Robinson. You
Can't
already
even
know.
find his first picture. Shout out to Naroma Johnson.
Yeah, because somebody else has it. They took it.
Hey, Naroma. Hey, Naroma. Love ya.
They won't return. They won't give it to us.
Shout out to Sonia Murray. Hey, Sonia.
I saw Sonia Murray down there 2 weeks ago in Atlantic City for Talon's anniversary. We took a picture. There's so many pictures I didn't get a chance to post.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post this.
I'm gonna post like pictures like of my whole summer, like on the last day of
Yeah,
August.
there's just so many pictures.
Or you guys can follow me on Snapchat.
Oh,
I'm
my
telling you,
God.
people that are on Snapchat, they get it all.
I hear that.
Senny J,
I
the E is a 3.
I don't want them to get all of you. It's just too much.
I know when I be waking up in the morning and I'm like, I snapped that.
Yeah, man, it's unbelievable, man.
I'm trying to delete, but everybody that already seen it. So whatever. The real Sakina Scott. Social media and liquor don't mix. The real Sakina Scott. Hey girl, what's going on?
What up, son?
Shout out to Marita Simmons, Marita, and to City LLC. Hey.
Congratulations on what you're doing.
Marita, that was your booth? That pink booth?
Big
That's
giant
you, bro?
booth. Big giant
Do you just have a bunch of these like big old props in
big
your
giant
house?
booths, man. That booth was huge.
Sh-
60 people in that one booth.
Shout out to Andre Thompson. Hey, Andre. Oh, God. Shout out to my girl, Barbi Cologne in the house. Hey, Barb. Hey, girl.
Barbie looked absolutely beautiful that night as well.
You did. Her shoes matching her bustier, matching her shorts, matching her blazer.
I don't know what y'all do. I don't know what y'all do with these Converse and just take these shoes and put all kinds of things on them.
Shout out to you, Barbie.
I think it's
She
very
was looking
original, but it's just really.
Barbie, is your elbow okay?
This is weird though.
Did you hurt your hip when
You had
we
the Star Spangled Banner on your Converse?
tumbled over? Don't worry, girls.
You be
Next
fine.
time it's gonna be better.
That's right. It's gonna be a harder fall.
Shout out to Johnny Whipple. Hey, Johnny. What's going on, bro?
Summer hours, y'all, 7-9 p.m. I mean, 7-9 a.m.
Shout out to Danielle Williams. Yes. Hey, Danielle.
She's
What's
awesome.
going on, boo?
She's awesome.
Shout out to Barbie said she's good. Yes, love you. Shout out to Steph Johntastic Maddox. Hey, Steph. I believe that is one of Vanetta's friends.
Good.
Shout out to you. Shout out to.
Is that a man or a woman?
It's a girl.
Oh, I don't know.
She's very beautiful. Hey, girl.
Okay.
Shout out to Lee Scott. What up, Lee? How are you? Shout out to Gusto. I liked your little video of you guys at the dog park. I literally watched that longer than I should have. Super cute, though. And shout out to April. How is our little chickie nugget doing, growing in there? And April is still, like, really small. So shout out to her.
You got a problem with her being small?
No.
Because women are always like,
No, shout out
when women
to
are
her.
pregnant and they're small, it's like you guys are always like, she's so small.
No,
she's
and I know.
why she
I know
can't be
that-
small?
No, and I know what that
Why do
feels
every
like,
woman
because-
has to be big and pregnant?
No,
Why
because-
they can't be small and pregnant?
No, I'm just saying
No,
is that
no, you're not.
April
you're
is
just saying.
already small, so usually.
But see, that's another
like,
thing.
The bump
So
pops
what?
out more,
All
like
right,
when you're pregnant.
But women are always
But
just
everybody's different. But no, that's good. Her snapback is gonna be.
Yeah, but why it's
nothing.
always small? It's always every woman that's small and pregnant. She's so small, so pregnant. She's so small.
Yeah, Tanya's
what?
sister's like that. She's.
So what,
But she
I'm
has
just saying, like,
her
what,
belly's big.
but what's the problem?
There's
What's the
nothing-
problem though? Why she just
I
can't be
was just
pregnant?
saying, like, she's
Why
having
she just
a
can't be
good-
pregnant?
She's having a good pregnancy.
But why she just
She's
can't be
still
pregnant?
little.
Why she gotta be small or big? Why she gotta be big? Why she just can't be pregnant?
She is.
She's
But
so small. Y'all women, y'all like, yeah, she's so small. What?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
You're
What's she
right.
insinuating? What is that?
No, but I'm just saying that's good.
She's so
Like,
big. She's
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 carrying.
pregnant.
she's-
Carrying another human being in
She's
their body.
carrying really well. She looks good. Because when I was pregnant, because my daughter, they said like she was in my back or whatever. So people were like, oh, really? Like some people didn't know. So I'm like, you guys just think I'm this fat. So it was like kind of like really self-conscious for me because I didn't have
I
like
think
the
you guys should
protruding
stop
belly.
the stigma of big, small pregnancy. You're just pregnant. What about that?
Good morning, Shawn Harvey.
Cindy, before we do front page news, everyone, let's clap. Jacob Holmes is on.
Hey, Jacob.
Cindy.
Good morning.
Cindy.
Happy birthday.
Come on, Skyphone.
Oh,
Happy
thank you
birthday,
so
Jacob.
much.
I'm so sorry
Thank you very
get.
much.
I'm so sorry I didn't make it to the party.
Senny,
I feel like crap.
Senny, it
It's
was.
good. You had a good time on your little thing, and I've been watching you. I keep an eye on you now. Since I seen that one picture of you.
This guy.
I know, Jacob. I'm on your radar. Thank you.
Senny, when Jacob Holmes throws a party, he throws a party. Senny, I bear witness to an old-fashioned picnic times 3,000.
Right.
It was
But
packed
Shawn,
out. Senny, when I'm talking about packed, and the kids had those big jumping houses. Them big.
Oh, the bouncy houses.
Senny had a bouncing house the size of a house.
I want a bouncing house.
Oh my God, Jacob, how much does that thing cost? And then Senny,
we had that for years. I don't know. Back in the day, it cost a little bit of money, but now you can get them pretty cheap. But
Senny,
I didn't have the party, Shawn. It was a surprise party from my kids to me.
Senny,
And people say, why was it a surprise? Because I'm 68 years old, and I never had a party before. And this one was especially surprising because I didn't have to pay for it.
and Senny, I mean, these kids, his kids, God bless them, they dropped a pretty penny. Senny, they had enough food to feed all the Lehigh Valley homeless for about a month.
Wow.
There was food all over the place. People are showing them love. DJ, but see, they took up the whole side of the park.
Wow.
They had another family on the other side of the park that had like the family that was on the other side about maybe
They were trying to come down?
Yeah, about 100 yards away, maybe 150 yards away. They were trying to come down to Jacob's turn up because their party was horrible.
But we invited them, Shawn, because we invited them to use the moon bounce.
Senny, they're such show-offs.
Yeah, I mean,
Right, because the other kids, Senny, at the other party, they had kids' party 100 yards away.
Yeah, they
the
were
kids are watching Jacob's kids in this big fun house the size of a house.
Right. They
And
kinda,
you see,
they were like
you see little Jacob home babies bouncing up and down this thing.
having a great old time.
The other babies are like, Senny, I swear I would have charged at the door.
Okay. You want your kids to bounce in this thing?
$40. Jacob.
yes, Shawn.
I want to say thank you for inviting Senny. They had
You're my
tables.
family.
Senny, they had tables. Not, you know how you go to a party, picnic. There's 2 tables of food.
Yeah.
They had about the official 6 feet tables.
Yeah.
They had about 9 of them, Senny. Just food.
And you didn't bring a black
And
plate?
then a big grill with 4 or 5 tomahawk steaks the size of that window.
Amazing.
And nothing but people having a good time. Liquor. Senny, you was, oh my God. The DJ had the music bumping. Senny, I swear I didn't want to leave. It was around the time I was supposed to pick you up.
I know. I know.
Thank you, sir.
Such a
Let's
great time.
clap for Jacob and Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob had all like 9 of his ex-girlfriends there. It was weird.
Right. Because everybody wants to celebrate him. He's such a great guy. And see, Jacob, the people that came out and all of that just shows how much people have love for you.
Senny, it had to be well over 100 people there, Senny.
Amazing.
They had the big, you know how in the park they have that big, that shed, that roofing shed?
Yeah.
Pavilion.
Pavilion, Senny. He had the largest, the only one in the park had the largest one.
Amazing.
Like that was one of those pavilions you have to have over 100 people in that thing just to fill it up. And Jacob did that real easy. Cars parked in the grass. The whole thing, Senny.
Right. I wish I was there. Amazing.
And Jacob's true spirit, Senny, was still out there trying to find vagina for his birthday.
Of course.
Okay.
It's
I'm
his
going to Jamaica.
Now,
When?
Senny, Jacob, before we get into front page news, Jacob went away, as we all know. He went to Bora Bora, wherever the hell he went. I don't know where he went.
Right.
And Senny, unfortunately, Jacob dropped his phone in the water.
Oh, no.
And he couldn't give us those Jacob Holmes dope videos that we love because his phone was wet. Jacob, did you fix your phone?
You put it in
I
rice?
got a new one. I had a new one. I bought the new one before I left. It was supposed to be here, and it didn't get here until the day I flew out. And the first day I got to my location, I was in the pool, and I had one of them phone cases that you put your phone in,
Yeah.
and it leaked.
Damn.
Right? When you know what you ever see the new case you put around your neck, you put your phone in, it's supposed to keep your phone wet.
Yeah.
I pulled mine out and it had water in it.
Yeah.
So-
Supposed to keep it dry.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
Cindy,
God.
I don't trust those phone cases like that.
Right.
No, they're good.
And-
I mean, I have a good one.
But Siggy might have needed this. It might have been the one you had. Unfortunately, I'm sorry that happens to you, Cindy. He gets in the pool.
But my phone is waterproof anyway, too.
Your phone,
though,
no
still,
phones is
so-
waterproof.
It is.
Right.
Take that phone right there, Cindy, and
This,
don't.
I can drop it. I can run water over it.
Cindy,
It'll be fine.
take that phone right
Yeah,
there and
over
throw it in a bathtub of water, and let's see how fast that thing start working
It
again.
can stay underwater for up to 10 seconds.
Oh yeah. Right.
It takes 10 seconds for it to float down to the bottom. What are you talking about?
No,
Right.
if your phone is, you can pick it up before then if it drops in some water.
Cindy,
Well, see what happened, Cindy, was mine was in
Yeah,
that case, and water got into the case, and I didn't know it.
Oh, so it was in there for a while.
yeah, and then it ruined his trip. It would ruin anyone's trip.
Right.
You know, you want to take your phone,
Right.
you want to take pictures, you want to do videos. When I was in Costa Rica, I kept my phone away from the pool. I didn't
Sure
have.
enough, did.
I didn't want to get.
Yeah.
I didn't want to deal with none of that. All right, well,
And
Jacob,
so yeah.
we got to do the news. I just want to say thank you,
Okay.
brother.
But I appreciate everybody, and like I said, I appreciate my family who did this surprise party for me, and I had a great time. But my next trip is Jamaica, and I'm looking for a volunteer.
And Senny, he said he's coming to the next Ultimate Soul Escape. So there's going to be.
I will be at your show on the 22nd.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
right. Everybody, Jacob, bring it.
Oh, what show is that, Jacob?
That's
Considering
Coco
I work
Brown.
with-
Coco Brown.
Oh.
Coco Brown at the Iron Mule
He-
on the 22nd.
He
I'll
bringing
be
he
there.
bringing his whole family, Cindy, and they on the turn up, Cindy.
Oh, good.
Right.
I'll be there. I'll see you, Jacob.
All right, and Cindy, you know I'll be watching, right?
Yes, I hope so.
Cindy, you fall right in his age window as well.
I know.
He only got money to spend, Cindy.
I know.
I'm having a good time. Well, thank you, Sean. But thank you for stopping by. Sean, thank you, and thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Barbi, and thank Barbi. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you more than you realize.
All right, God bless you.
And you're doing a great job here on this radio station.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jacob.
All right, thank you, Jacob. All right. So, Cindy, God bless him.
All the men's with the pensions. Holler at me.
Jacob's doing well for himself, Cindy.
That's all I said, Sean. Nobody in my age range wants to date me. I think I'm too intense.
Front page news. You are, listen. Intense is not the word. Ain't nobody dealing with that, bro. I keep telling you, there's no sexy in that. You lose your sex. You're a very beautiful woman, very attractive young lady as well, but yeah, you start those thoughts.
It's like as soon as we have a conversation.
So neighbors be like, yo, they go, yo, you're the type of woman that like neighbors would just go right back to their baby mothers. Like, nah, it ain't nothing out there for me. It ain't nothing out there. Neighbors be like, nah, I'm just gonna stay here. You know how many relationships you've saved? Rekindled? As soon as you open your mouth and start running that trap, boy, that's a wrap. And you start yelling in that vein, and dudes are like, nah. They go right back home. The chick be like, what are you doing back here? I love you, bitch. I effing love you.
Whatever, Sean. I hate you. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to DJ Young and that.
All right, we're going to do some front page news, City J. Summer hours, y'all, 9 p.m. until September. We appreciate y'all. God bless. All right, let's go, Cindy. Front page news, y'all, with Sidney J. Hey, front page news. Why? S to the E double N Y, and you can't deny. Ha, she got the front page news, y'all. She got the facts, y'all. She's got the whack, y'all. That's Sydney J. Hey, S to the E double N Y, and she doesn't get high. That's Sydney J. She got the news, y'all. She got the news, y'all. S to the E double N Y, and you can't deny. She got the front page news, y'all. Front page news, y'all.
Yes. Shout out to everybody. I do have some news for you. The first thing,
You have run men back home, though. You do realize that, right?
Sean, stop. Though I don't. They
You run them
really
right back home.
appreciate being
Men,
with
if
me.
you're in a disgruntled relationship right now and you don't know what's going on at home, go on a date with Senny J. It'll bring you all back in perspective.
In local news, I'll give you a little local news. Not a lot of stuff really happens here,
Summer hours, y'all.
but but something did happen. One person was killed and another injured in a shooting at a busy shopping center here in Lower Nazareth Township, Northampton County. Officers were called to Lower Nazareth Commons off Route 248 for a report of a shooting in the area of the Target store around 2:15 on Sunday, right when you were partying, Sean, at Jacob Holmes' event. There was a
That
shooting.
was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Jacob's thing was Saturday.
Oh, it was Saturday.
Yeah, but it's Go ahead, continue.
Northampton County District Attorney Terry Huck confirmed that there was a shooting outside the Target store. Later in the afternoon, authorities held a briefing in which they said one person was killed and another injured. Authorities said their investigation determined that one car drove up to another in the parking lot. There was an altercation and then shots rang out, and one of the cars fled the scene. Authorities have not identified the person who was killed or the person who was injured, I believe, till they notify the family. Sarah Kunkel was starting her first day at work at Starbucks inside the Target when she said employees acted immediately, locking down the store. She said, "I didn't see or hear anything, but a whole lot of people started running away from the doors." Most of the investigation is focused outside of the Target store, and there's also an area sealed off with crime tape outside of the Burlington Coat Factory, which I'm sure is probably all done by now. So don't be alarmed. I guess the assailant is still running wild, and look out for that.
Sydney, would it be appropriate to have a shooting at a Target?
I want to know what they were arguing about.
But I'm just saying, like, why are you shooting at a Target? Target, like what?
Because that's where they listen. When you say "cash me outside," that's what they mean.
Oh man,
That means anywhere it's on site. And if they're rolling up to you, and then just to have a gun in the car, and
was
be
it all
shooting.
this really worth it? Our condolences to whoever passed away, man. Because it's never in your schedule to get shot, killed, and dead at a Target parking lot. Like that's not in your schedule doing today. And again, senseless death, senseless gun violence. I'm for sure whatever they were arguing about didn't have to result in someone dying. I get the whole being angry and being enraged at the moment. I get that, but was it really worth all of this? Now, the guy who killed the guy's on the run. Where you going, bro? You don't have the resources to run. You're in a Target. We already know what your price point is with your salary. To run like that, you need at least $10 million to $30 million to run. You can't run. Turn yourself in, bro. You're making it worse on yourself. You gonna shoot somebody and run?
Yeah, well, he can't stay there.
No,
Sean.
no. If you shoot him, stay there and wait until the cops come and get arrested and be a man about the whole situation. Where are you going?
Whoa.
You got double charges on you now. And our condolences go out to the family. Like, this is a terrible situation. The guy who shot this guy who ran, now you know how I feel about punishment and crime, Senny J, and the law. You're going to get 30 years in jail just for running, just for leaving.
Just for leaving.
On a Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Thank God, I say this respectively, it's not a mass shooting because that's trending. People are getting killed for no reason because somebody else feels a certain way about their lives. That they got to take everybody out because they can't deal with what they're going through in this situation. This was a unfortunately, an isolated situation.
Well, we need to find out the details because maybe
It doesn't matter.
there was
doesn't
something
matter.
that
It
did to
doesn't-
somebody else.
Okay, right. It doesn't. But look what happened. Look what the end result was.
Exactly.
Someone's getting shot in the
You
parking lot.
guys don't shoot anybody.
Try your best not to shoot anybody. Do an old fashioned, put your sleeves up. Do the rock'em sock'em. Try to do.
Nobody's doing that.
Nobody's doing that no more. Put the two knuckles up, man, and try to
I'm done.
or hug it out. Like, dude, that's why I always say my advocation before you go into the next story before we get out of here. The advocation, Senny J, for guns are, like I've been saying for the last few years, your typical handgun need to cost about $25,000. And you got to have an 800 credit score.
Right.
And you need at least $15,000 down on the gun, right? And the bullets are $700 each. Now, that argument that happened that result in this death in Target yesterday would have never happened because you can't afford the gun. So what happens is your feelings of rage and your feeling of anger goes away. The feelings go away because you don't have the resources to commit this crime because of the way you feel at that moment. These are fleeting feelings that go away. So now you shot somebody because you felt this way, and a day later, you're not going to still feel the same way. Now you got another problem. Now you're running, you're scared. You're going through all of this. Target? 30 years in jail. Hurry up and find this man. He probably lives somewhere local. They're both probably local. I say that respectively. It's a waste of life. It's terrible. Sorry that just happened.
Yeah.
Our condolences to the family.
Stuff like that doesn't happen here.
Why not?
Because it's a pretty quiet place. Nobody's really walking around at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday shooting people. It's just not something you hear. Now, maybe in the Bronx, it's regular. But Nazareth?
What are you trying to say about my beloved?
You know.
So you saying this is a geographical thing?
I mean,
an economic thing and a geographical situation?
Usually.
Well, what about just the feelings of
statistics would say.
Oh, but you don't believe in statistics.
I do.
No, you don't.
When they're based off of,
really?
When they're
really?
wide
or
enough.
Is it just selective in your
Sean,
view?
it's that doesn't even have to be statistical. It's a city.
So why you got to bring the Bronx in?
There's more crime in cities.
Per capita, city.
And per capita in the Bronx is more than Nazareth.
You're not throwing in the per capita. The per capita, city. In Nazareth, that shooting per capita in the Bronx is the same.
No, it's not.
Because they get shot in the Bronx one an hour. I resent that statement you just made. Continue.
Coco Austin, who is Ice-T's wife. She's in the news. I don't even know why this is national news. But it came to light that she's still breastfeeding her 5-year-old daughter, Chanel. Ice-T had something to say about it. The TV personality sparked debate over her decision to continue breastfeeding her 5-year-old daughter, Chanel, who she welcomed with Ice-T in November of 2015. She's continued to catch flack for the untraditional choice. However, the 42-year-old mom has made it clear she has no intentions of stopping until her daughter is done. Ice-T had made reports that he doesn't understand why what his wife does should matter to anybody. A lot of people are like, oh, you're not getting the nutrition after 2 years old, so why do it? She said, my child's eating steak and hamburgers. She just likes a little snack every now and then and more of the bonding between the mother. She pointed out that she'd stop if her daughter wanted to. She also acknowledged she wouldn't put an end to that process because of societal expectations. And then they just go on to have a picture with her. I can understand why people think it's a little weird.
I'll suck her breast.
But I mean, she has the time to do that.
It's weird, bro.
The average mom doesn't have time to continue breastfeeding. Usually after 1 to 2 years.
Well, what's the average time for that?
Usually, I mean,
Not
they
the
say
societal, the societal part of this. What's the average
usually
time?
up to 2 years is
That's a
cool.
long time.
Because by then the child is mostly on solid food, so they don't need to get their primary that's what breastfeeding is for, so they get the most nutrients and antibodies from the mom. Right. I mean, I breastfed my daughter for about a little over a year. But you know, when they get to the point where they're just walking up to you and taking out your breast and doing all of that, it's like, all right.
It's like, right. It's kind of weird,
but
right?
some people like it, you know, for bonding, which is cool, I guess. But really, at that, it's almost like a pacifier.
Yeah.
So you really just have to see if it's conducive for you to do it. I mean, if you're allowing the child to do it, they're still gonna continue to do it because for them, it's, you know, a comfort thing.
Senny, 5
But
years old though.
You shouldn't be using your breast as a pacifier.
Senny, you wearing sneakers. You playing PlayStation. Senny, you watching Netflix.
And it was just World Breastfeeding Day on like Friday.
And then you stop doing what you're doing. You stop playing PlayStation and go suck mommy's breast at 5. Senny, that is too much.
It's comforting.
And who do I blame?
Said she
Comforting.
Do it all the time. They do it mostly at bedtime.
Oh God, that's even worse. And what does the husband? The husband doesn't. You know, iced tea.
Iced tea is.
Put your foot down, bro.
What do you
Have a
want him to
conversation
do?
with the baby, the 5-year-old. Yo, no more sucking your mother's breast. That's over. That's done. But he's not doing that. He's just letting this woman do it. Listen, you think that if I had a child with my wife, Tanya, and that child's 7 years old, a boy, sucking on that breast, you think I'm going to allow that in my household? That's never happening.
But that's your child. Is different.
No, it's not. No, it's not. At a certain age, it's not a child no more. It's not that. A child shouldn't be at a certain age sucking on mommy's breast. That's it.
So what would you
The same thing you would say. 1.5, 2 years. That's it. 3, 4, 9, 11. What if the kid is a kid coming from school from the 7th grade, a 14-year-old? Bob, pull the breast out. I'm thirsty. I'm not tolerating that. You got to leave the house if you're going to start sucking breasts at 13. You're going to have to find another breast.
I think usually 5 to 7.
5 to 7? That's too long.
I think 7 is a little extreme, but there have been reports of that because some people call the police on these women because they're like, there's something not right.
No, it's not weird.
And these women have to defend themselves.
That's weird.
It.
Senny.
I think.
Senny,
God bless you for doing it that long.
No.
Who has the tolerance?
No, I wouldn't do it. It's freaky. And I don't want to see it. The optics of it is weird. Iced tea got to come home. The breast is out. The 5-year-old got the dirty sneakers on with the socks. And sucking up.
On the lap?
Got her on the lap. And it's just almost perverted to me. That's it. I ain't got no more to say about it. What can it? And if I have a child, there ain't going to be no 5-year-old, 9-year-old, 13-year-old sucking on mommy's breast. That's done.
Lee, how do you feel? Can April breastfeed up to 5 years old?
Hell no.
How would you feel about that?
He's not doing that.
Especially if you have a son.
Right, especially you got a big ass, a Lee Jr. Imagine Lee Jr. Lee Jr., 9 years old, running around trying to find April. You can't even suck the titty. You're both sucking on titty. Lee got one titty. Lee Jr. got the other titty. No. Put your foot down, Ice T.
Yes, that's right, Naroma. You stop when they have teeth.
Right. That's another thing. She biting on the nipple. Nipple biting? No, you're not doing that.
All right.
See, where can they find you? Where can they find Barbi?
You guys can find Barbi at Barbi Cologne on Facebook. I am Barbi Cologne on Instagram. Designer Babe 38 on Snapchat. Telling you that Snapchat, that's where you want to be.
Yeah, if you're 13. Go ahead. What else?
You can find me at Senny J on Facebook, Senny_J on Instagram, Senny J on Snapchat, the E is a 3, and Senny J on Clubhouse.
Shawn Harvey on Facebook, comedian Shawn Harvey on Facebook, Harvey on Instagram. Jacob Holmes celebrating his birthday down at the IMU, bringing everybody down there. That's October 22nd. Coco Brown will be in the building. Tickets available now. They only $10, 2-drink minimum, full minimum. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. And we're on summer hours, so we'll see you guys tomorrow, God willing, between 7 a.m. 9 a.m. We appreciate you guys. Senny, wave at these guys over there on that third camera. We are out of here. We see you later. Over there. Yeah, thing.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Sucking breasts at 7.
Continue breastfeeding.
Big shout to my son, Big Homie Hill. I see you.
To the street and doing it strong.